Let us begin with a question. What is the most important rule to keep in mind when animating? Ease in and ease out. Basically, how your character moves. Now, there have been many tutorials out there on what this technique is, but people have been asking, when should I use this technique of ease in and ease out? Will I ever find it? Will the Force show me the way? Well, the simple answer is, all the time. Well, most of the time. Let's look at how to use this animation technique in an effective way, and I'll also show you when you don't need to use it. Now, we must ask the question, why ease in and ease out at all? It's simple. Every movement you make in life does this. If you raise your arm quickly, it's going to start slow, get fast, then slow to a stop. Since animation tries to capture the illusion of real-life movement, and sometimes dramatize it, you need to start with mimicking how things in the real world move. Every movement that your character makes, for the most part, should ease in and ease out. That's the basic concept. Very basic concept. But how do you apply this in an effective way? Something I've run into personally, and I've seen happen to a lot of other brick filmers, the movement eases in, but then the middle movement stays slow. Then it eases out. Now this looks fine and works in certain situations where you want your character to move slowly, but if it continues throughout your film for every movement the character makes, you'll find that an intense action or suspense scene will feel slow. Sometimes more frames doesn't equal better animation. As you can see here, the Joker is making fun of Batman and possibly going to kill him, but it quickly gets boring. Even if what he's saying is supposedly interesting or suspenseful, his movement is slow and uninteresting. Yes, it's smooth, and it's easing in and easing out, but if you don't look out for boring, slow movement or movement without a purpose, like this, you'll run into the same problem. The best way to avoid this is just by asking yourself, does his or her movement make me feel what they're saying? Or, how can I make his or her movement more interesting to watch? You can convey a lot of emotion and make a scene more interesting just by the way you move your characters. Now, when is it not a good time to ease in and ease out? Compare Batman vs. Joker 2 to the Lego Batman movie. This movie has the pacing of movement mastered. Quick movements and snappy animation is exciting and funny, and they know that's what people like and enjoy. You can see here, the movement is not always easing in and out. If sudden, choppy movement is mixed in with easing in and easing out in a perfect way, it can make things really comedic like it is here. A great example of this technique being used in an actual stop-motion animation is Fancy Pants' A Clone Halloween, Give me the candy. As you can see here, he uses snappy and spontaneous movement in a way to add an extra level of comedy to the scene. This all just plays off of the fact that spontaneous and unexpected movements are funny. If he was going for more frames, it would have made his character's movements less spontaneous, which would have reduced the humor in the whole video. And these views would be significantly lower. Easing in and easing out is an easy way to make movements look natural and smooth. But don't be afraid to get creative with it. Keeping every movement lifelike limits what you can do with your animation, and will get boring really fast. Finding the balance of speed and smooth movement is the best technique to use. And that is how to animate character movement in a creative way. Hey guys, thanks for checking out that video. If you learned anything, be sure to hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And sorry LEGO uploads have been kind of slow recently. I've been working on a script with AKP Studios. It's like a huge 4-part LEGO epic. But as soon as that script is done, I'm going to get back to shorter videos. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.